Hello, welcome to my channel, Stu Does Anything. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a mask a little bit more interesting. I'm going to be adding some EL wire to the mask, or known as electroluminescent wire, which you can buy online from any online retailers like Amazon or eBay. This one I got from eBay. I've got quite a few of them. I've got different colours. I've got this blue one, I've got a green one here. It's for another project. Yeah, you can go online and check for these sort of products. Quite popular now. This one I got here in particular has a power source. It has a clip on the back, so you can attach it to your pocket or to your shirt or whatever. It takes two AA batteries. This one comes with 3 settings. There's a button here you press. A constant colour. Press it again. You get a flashing. And then you got a third one which is like a strobe, like a faster setting. Last time turns it off. Quite simple. So yeah, today I'm going to be putting this wire to the mask, and to do that I need to use some super glue. This one's Gorilla Glue. It's the gel kind. You get different ones. I like this one because it's strong. When the wire is connected to the mask, and it will go on the inside of the mask, and this wire will be flashing, and I want to try and black that out. So what I'm going to use for that is some shrink tube. Again, get this online. I like this one from eBay. Comes in a little tub. Get different varieties, different sizes. Size I'll be using today is obviously the one there with less in it. It's 25mm long, and the circumference is 2.5mm. I've got a few of them. I'm going to be attaching them in the inside. You will need a heat source. I'm going to be using a disposable lighter. You can use a hairdryer or a heat gun. Be careful not to burn yourself, obviously. At the back of the mask, we need to secure the mask, obviously, to your face. So I'm going to be using some Velcro. This is like a double-sided Velcro. You can use anything else, like string or elastic bands or whatever you got at the time, I suppose. So I'm going to be using that. So yeah, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you basically how to start it and show you the progression for a time lapse till completion. And I'll show you the overall product. This mask I got from a pound shop. Only a couple of £. I think it was £2. I had a little string at the back, but I cut that off. Didn't like it. That's why I'm putting the Velcro on today. Give it a clean. Took all the dust and oily or greasy residue that may be still on there. Because the last thing you want is the wire to be peeling off after you've completed it. Not so funny. It's happened once before, and I wouldn't like that to happen again. Nice. Okay, so how I'm going to do this, so I'll push that aside, is I'm going to start at the bottom. That's where the power source is going to start. Basically, the wire, you can disconnect it with this particular device. Put that aside. Basically, it's going to start like this. I want the power source at the bottom, not at the top. That'd be silly. I'm just going to strap it to the string at the top or whatever, but it just pull the mask down. It's quite, you know, the power pack has got 2 AA batteries. It can be a little bit heavy. I prefer to put it in my pocket or on the collar of your shirt or jumper. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so that's how it's going to be. That's going to start there like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to channel or trace this around the whole of the mask, around the edge. So the whole of the edge of the mask is covered in a line of wire. I'm going to get back down to here. Basically the wire is just going to go inside, and then I'm going to start at the mouth. I'll probably cut a little hole here. I wanted to make it look like there's no excess wire hanging around, and it's continuous basically. So I'm going to go around the mouth and I'll come to the bottom again. When I get to the bottom, I'm going to channel it back up onto the nose. If you're good, you could probably drill a hole or cut a hole, make it go in and out so it looks like a nostril. Channel it across. Use some shrink tube obviously to cover the wire and stop it flashing in your face on the inside of the mask. Again, come to the nostril, cut a hole, again through the nostril of the mask, and then up to the eye. When you get to the eye, I will be cutting 2 holes here, and then channeling it around. Excuse me. And when I get to the bottom here, I basically go across and go around the other eye. And when I finally get back to here, I will trim the wire and just glue it to the base of the nose here. You won't need any more, unless you fancy putting any more designs or, you know, effects to the mask. But I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to do the eyes, the nose, the mouth, and the edge of the mask. That will stand out pretty nice. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, basically I'm going to start at the bottom. I'm going to start gluing it around. You'll get the idea, you get the process. It's just repeat. When I get to the mouth, I will stop the time lapse and show you how I do that. And then that'll be pretty much the repeat process for the nostrils and for the eyes. So yeah, if you are ready, I'll get started. And before I do start, I would like you to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and drop a comment. If you have any other projects that you're not sure about and you want me to help you out or do a video on it, I'll be more than happy to do that, as I do anything. Right, let's get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the wire, the bottom of the wire, and I'm going to basically line up where I want it. Sorry, where I want it to start. Which means right at the bottom here. Okay, I'm happy with that. It's quite simple. Let's get started. Right, I've got to get some scissors. That is another essential piece of equipment that you will need. What I'm going to do is going to simply cut out a little notch here. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just enough for the wire to go inside. Just like that. That's it. Just enough for the wire to go back in once I've completed the circuit around the edge of the mask. Okay, so I'm going to get some glue. Take the top off. If you want to wear some gloves, wear some gloves. That's what I'm going to do is get this on you, because it is strong stuff. Also, if you want to wear a mask, because it does produce some fumes. So yeah, okay. All I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little dab of glue on the start out. I'm going to go from bottom to right. I like to go in the right direction, anti-clockwise. Some of you may be different, but that's just the way I am. Okay, let's put a little bit of glue in here. Don't need a lot. Right, let's start getting out. It's a new bottle. Bear with me. Does it want to come out? There we go, it comes. There we go. Just use the nozzle, just push it across. Let's get the wire there like this. Can be fiddly to start. Just hold it there. Obviously with glue you have to wait a few seconds, or if you have an activator, it obviously makes the job a little bit quicker. Just going to pause the video. Right, sorry about that. I put a bit too much on, so it's going to take a while, so I had to wipe it off and start again. Put a little bit of glue on to start it off, and obviously if you've got an activator it will set it off a bit quicker, but I haven't got any, so I'm going to do it the hard way. So yeah, that's it, it started. That's where I want it to start. I'm going to leave it like a mil or so from the bottom. You don't have to be right on the edge, otherwise it'll probably just peel off. So I like to put it in just a little bit. So yeah, so all you got to do now is just add a little bit more glue here, stick it down, and repeat the process all the way around. So I'm just going to do another one here, get some glue. Don't need loads, just need a little bit there like that. Spread it across if you have to. It is a time consuming process. See, my gluing's not exactly perfect, but if you had an activator you wouldn't need to do this. You can use other glues. I mean, there's hot glue you could use. You can use some of this expanding foam stuff that you got, but it takes a while to go off. There is different glues out there, or if you just want to be quick at it, you can use some sellotape, some transparent sellotape, and stick it to it like that. I'm just going to blow on it. Try to breathe the fumes in, it can be quite strong. It's not quite, it's getting tacky, so I just have to hold it a little bit longer. So yeah, basically just glue, repeat, all the way across. Alright, if it gets a little bit tacky, I'm going to start again here, a little bit more. Spread it across a bit, there's a bit too much there. Don't need loads. So you can have too much or too little. That's it. Just keep going around like that. I mean, I got some excess there, but I'll probably try and pick that off. I'm not too bothered. It's going to be mainly lit up anyway. That's the whole purpose of me doing this today, to light it up. Otherwise it'd be just plain and boring. I will be doing another video on another mask I got. It's a skeleton mask. Looks like the Grim Reaper. I'll be doing the green wire with that because I reckon that's more of a Halloween colour, especially for Grim Reaper. There is a red, but I think red would be too light, too much. But yeah, you'll see that one on another video. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to basically time-lapse the video until completion, and then I'll give you a final review and then the outro. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, right, I've basically gone around the edge now. I've gone back to the start where I've started the gluing. I did have a few issues on the way around, a bit of too much again, and I had to wipe a bit off, and it looked a bit messy, but I got there in the end. It took me probably about 20 minutes just to do that one bit around the edge of the mask. I'm just letting this bit dry here now before I show you how to basically go from the inside. Well, I'm going to just leave this here a sec, drying. So bear with me, I need to get a little drill bit because that's one of the pieces of equipment I never got out, so bear with me a second. Alright, basically just got a little drill bit. I'm roughly the same size of the wire itself, because when I come through, I'm going to be coming through the bottom of the mouth here. Maybe 2 little holes. One there, one here. Close as possible. So when the wire goes round the mouth, you start here, go around and end here. Okay. I'll turn it over. That should be dry now. That out of the way. Okay, right. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to get one of these shrink tubes before I start doing any more gluing, because that is going to be on the inside of the mask. So I've got to find the end now. Should have done this first off. Oh, it's a knot. Anything with wires being wrapped up, they do tend to somehow find themselves in a little knot. Anyway, got it. At the end of this wire is like a little cap, a little silver cap. Just basically twist and pull that off. Keep that for later. When you finish, you need to put it back on the end from where you trimmed it. So put that somewhere safe. I'll just put it aside here. Okay, so I'm going to get my shrink tube. Basically just thread it like a needle on thread. Push that all the way down. Might need 2, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, got the idea. So when that goes on here, from that point there, right at that edge, I'm going to shrink, put some heat to it, shrink the tube, and I'll probably glue that on the inside. I might add a little bit more just before I start it. Before I do that, I need to make some holes. So I'll leave that tube on there for now. Basically, I'm going to get this, well, to the other side, turn it around. Like I was saying, I'm going to make a hole here. And a hole here. I'm going to get a pen. Little black marker. Little black marker. Don't really need to do this, you've got an idea. So I'm going to just basically put a hole, one there, and a hole. So I don't know if you can see that. See little dots. You might see them. Yep, so that's where the hole's going to be. Get my little drill bit. I don't need a drill, I just need a bit. So I'm just going to get it here. You can always use a bit of heat to it so it helps melt the plastic, but I don't fancy burning myself today. I just got a little wood drill bit. It's got a nice little point on the end. You can use a pin or a pen or a knife or scissors or whatever, but I'm trying to make it a bit tidy at least. So I'll start one hole there and just give it a twist. And it's already, it's biting into the plastic. Like a drill effect. Just There will be some flakes in there, you just might want to just pick them out. I'll just use the drill. The drill can normally trim the edge off. There we go. That's it. 1 all. So that end of the ER wire, if I find it. Find the end. So when it comes to thread, it should come through the hole perfect. Look at that. I couldn't do a better job than that. Anyway, I need to do another hole before I continue. So to the side here again. I might have to move it over just a little bit there. Doesn't matter if it breaks in the middle because it's going to make the effect anyway, I suppose. But I'll try and not break the bit in the middle. I'll be a bit careful. So like that, 2 holes. Okay, put that across to the side. And then we'll turn it on the reverse side. I'm just basically going to show you how to glue that, but first I need to get another piece of shrink tube. Just basically just measure up. You don't have to do this, you can just have, oh no, it's come off there. I can glue that once I glue it on the side. But I'm just doing it just to you know, stop the glare of the wire in my face when I'm wearing the mask. So I'm just gonna put this on as I go. So I'm happy with that. Just gonna put a bit of heat to it. Light is not very good. There we go. Get a bit of heat. That's what it needs. I'm just going to trim this tube a little bit. Got some scissors here. I'd say about that much. That's all I need. Find the end, which I left here, because I don't want to keep finding it all the time. Thread it all the way through. Again, it is time consuming, but if you want a proper job, I suppose, you've got to expect that. Okay, basically I'm just going to slightly overlap it. Only slightly. Just do a measure up. That's perfect. Find my lighter again. With the camera. Apply a bit of heat. Doesn't need a lot. That's it, done. You can use a heat gun, it's probably a bit better. The wire can be warm after you heat it up to the touch, so just be careful. Just let it cool down first. You don't want to be putting glue on and then it's not sticking or whatever. So after we've done that, before we glue this down to the inside of the mask, I basically just want to thread the wire through the hole that we just made. So again, I've got to find the end. A bit like sewing, really. So let's put it through one side. Doesn't really matter which side, you know. Put it through without breaking the little bridge between the two holes. You don't want a sloppy job. There we go. Got the idea? That will be glued on the inside like that. And then that's where the wire will start on the other side. As you can see, it's not crossed over here, it's on the inside. And then that will go around the mouth like it did around the edge. So what I'm going to do is here, just going to glue the inside there. You can do it after if you want, but I prefer to do it now. Push it back a little bit, there we go. A little bit of light went out. Probably see a bit anyway on the edge because it's a glare, but I prefer not to have the glare inside. It can give you that, you know, that blind spot effect. Okay, right, get some glue. Basically just gonna do a line as straight as possible, look, well, as I possibly can. It doesn't have to be perfect. Don't need loads. Just to hold it in there. You can have it loose if you wish, or use some sellotape to hold it down. any adhesive of your choice. See, let's find the line there. Let's hold it there for a sec. Ooh. Slid a little bit. I think it glues rubber to plastic a lot easier than it does the wire to the plastic itself. Some plastics are different. Some bond really easy. I mean, that was quick. I mean, look at that. Didn't even have to hold it down. Not like the edge of this one I did here. So it's done pretty well. Happy days. Right, turn it around again. And as you can see, I'm going to repeat the same process around the mouth. And then under the mouth, I'm going to channel the wire to the nose, covering it with this shrink tube. And then after I've done the nose, again I'm going to channel it to the eye. And it's just repeat. So I'm going to time lapse it again now, through the mouth, through the nose and the eyes until completion. And then I'll show you how to basically cap the end off. And then the mask is done, really. You want to add more wire to it, you can. I mean, people have artistic ideas. Me, I'm just going for the straight forward look. Okay, let's go on, give it a time lapse. So there we have it. I've completed the eyes, nose and mouth. As with the inside, it took me a little bit longer than I expected. Obviously some weird curves and you know, in there. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is now I'm just going to trim the end here, put the rubber cap on that I took off earlier, and literally just glue that in to the side, and it's pretty much completed. I mean, time wise it took me a good hour and a half. If you're just starting off, it could take up to 2.5 hours. I ain't gonna lie, but if you've got anything else better to do, especially with the COVID-19 pandemic happening, I'm sure you got some time on your hands. So yeah, I'm just going to get some scissors. I'm just going to trim that little bit on the inside. I'm going to leave at least the amount of the cap. It's about 5mm in length. So just trim. I might just go a little bit longer. Just like that. That's it. Put that away, you don't need that anymore. There's literally about 1 metre left, so I've only used about 1 metre in total on the mask. So you can either chuck it away or keep it for later if you ever want to splice wire together on other ER wires and make other projects with it. That's your choice. Okay, I'm just going to get a little bit of super glue and put it on the end of this wire that I just trimmed. Let me just double check it, make sure there's no wires touching. Doesn't really matter because how these are made is another thing. Anyway, let's put this cap on. too much on there, so work a little bit off. Don't want to stick all over the place. You should just push that on. Yeah. And I'll just glue that to the inside. I'll do that in a sec. So yeah, there it is. One complete mask. Just give it a bit of time to dry because there'll be probably bits of glue on there that's still a bit wet. I mean, it doesn't take long for super glue to go off. These are messy substance to use. Get it all over your fingers. That's why people normally wear gloves. I don't. I like to pick it off, a bit like the old PVA glue. Peel that off. So yeah, that's it. And once you've done that, it's usually best to check that you haven't broke the wire when gluing it or damaged the wiring in the process and it doesn't work and it'd be like a failed attempt. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to plug the wire in. I'm going to turn it on. Ah, fantastic, it works beautifully, beautifully. So there it is. When it's dark, let's turn the light off. It's even better. So, seeing when you're out Halloween, trick or treating, or at a party. I mean, you can put other patterns on there to make it look cool. But that in itself is fantastic. I'll just show you the inside. Show what I mean by the glowing on the inside. You see where the nose is. But obviously, if it wasn't covered with the shrink tube, then it'd be bright in your face. That's the flash effect. Ooh. Obviously the strobe effect. So when you're partying, you know that's going to be cool when you're partying. So yeah, I hope you like this tutorial and it helps you with some ideas. I mean, you don't have to do this mask. I mean, there is others. I've got one over here. It's my Grim Reaper mask. Push that out of the way a sec. Got this mask. That one's going to be green. Wire. I'm going to do this one a little bit different. I'm going to have it going right around the teeth, around the nose, around the eyes, even the cracks on his head. It's going to be like the last bit there, on the crack of his head. So, yeah. So if you like the video, be sure to like and subscribe. And leave any comments on any other projects you wish me to do or help you with. And remember, Stewie does anything. Sorry, before the video ended, I did forget to put the straps on. I was too eager to get to the end because of the time. But before I go, it's just a quick and easy task. Right here where the holes were, sorry, where the old elastic was. Basically where I'm going to strap these, obviously, but these are the Velcro. You can use anything, like I said earlier. You could use string, elastic. I'm using Velcro. Quite strong stuff. Make sure you don't have it glued the wrong way. So what I do is I just tend to stick it together first, just to make sure that doesn't happen. This is like the smooth side and this is the rough side. And what I'm going to do is I'm just literally going to glue the smooth side to this side here, on the inside. Be generous with the glue. Or if you want to staple it or anything like what everyone else does, you can do that. Let's be generous with that. Stick it out on the inside. And on the other side, it will, oh god, got some glue on my finger. Again, be the smooth side. The rough side's on the bottom, and it overlaps. So again, it's going to be generous with the glue. Like a square patch. Just glued that in and it just literally glued straight away, so stick that just there like that. And that is it. I'm doing it long because I can trim it later to the acquired size. That's it. Thanks again.